You don't wear robes. You don't chant. You don't live in a cabin in the woods. You live in an apartment with thin walls. You have a job that drains you, a body that aches, a mind that replays old conversations. And yet, this morning, while the kettle was boiling, you caught yourself staring at the steam, just for a second. That was not nothing. That was a prayer you didn't name. The mystics say the sacred hides in plain sight. You are the proof. Let the hum begin. Softly. What if your exhaustion is not a failure, but an old wound learning to breathe again? What if the silent battle you fight every day, the getting up, the showing up, the pretending, is the most mystical act there is? How does an ordinary person endure? One dish washed, one email sent, one deep breath before walking through the door. How come you still notice the way light moves across the floor at 4 p.m.? Because you've been sad enough to see what the busy miss. Who is the one fighting inside you when no one claps? That is the shaman of the suburbs. Unpaid, unthanked, unbreakable. Who is the person who cries in the car for 10 minutes and then goes back to work? Someone the mystics would bow to. What does a silent battle need? Not a solution, one witness, even if that witness is you at 2 a.m. looking in the mirror. Who does the universe whisper to? The tired mother on the bus, the night shift worker seeing sunrise, the one who keeps going without a map. When is a Tuesday holy? When you make tea anyway, when you text a friend you miss, when you choose softness after a hard day. When does the ordinary become extraordinary? The moment you decide to notice, which was 3 seconds ago. Where is the temple? Under your fingernails, in the back seat of your car, on the floor of the laundry room while the machine hums. Why do you keep fighting? Because somewhere underneath the weight, you still believe in tomorrow's coffee. That is faith, raw and real. Why not let the tiny, mundane moments be your scripture? The first sip, the warm blanket, the laugh that surprised you. That's the whole of mysticism. You will close this app. You will return to the dishes, the emails, the voices in your head. And none of that is separate from the sacred. The only truth your body will ever know is this: to simply continue living and watching the unfolding, the steam from the kettle, the crack in the mug, the silence before sleep, is the only altar that never crumbles. You are not a mystic in training. You are the mystic. You just forgot the name. The tribe, the one that meets in waiting rooms and grocery aisles, wants to know, what was one ordinary moment today that felt strangely holy to you? A child's laugh, a parking spot, a text that came at the right time, a deep breath before chaos. Share it. You are not alone in the silent battle. Use the signal. Comment, unfold, and endure.